everybody, and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have a I called it my pre-vacation wrap-up. I was supposed to wrap you up on these books before I left for vacation, and then, you know how pre-vacations go, the packing, the getting everything ready, saying goodbye to everybody, it just didn't work out to film this beforehand, and I got new glasses today, so I'm filming with my new glasses, even though I don't need them to film. You never see me wearing glasses because I only need them for distance, so basically I only wear them when I'm driving, but I wanted to film with them today. So all of these books I read before vacation, except the one that I read on vacation / yesterday. So I'm going to start with that one. I brought one book with me to read on vacation, and I was like, oh, I'll just buy other ones there if I need them. I read 30 pages in Florida. That's it. Last time I was there, I listened to an entire, podcast of, 15 or something episodes. I read, 6 or something books. This time I read 30 pages. And I finished it yesterday. Our flight was, 8 a.m., so we got back by, 10. So there was plenty of time to read after. Even though I've been sick for the past few days, I, knocked it out. So that book was The Rumor by Ellen Hildebrand, and I gave this book 4 stars. There's just a little bit of something missing. The end, I wish it was just wrapped up just a smidge tighter than it was. And I just love Ellen Hildebrand. I talk about her all the time, but then something about this book just really was good because of the fact that I found out that she actually wrote this book while she was battling breast cancer, and now she is cancer-free, and that is just awesome to me, that she could be able to still struggle through something like that, but, pull something like this out, and that was just really beautiful to find out, after reading this. It's about these 2 girls, they're, best friends, and, of course, they live on Nantucket, and, Nantucket is a very small island, so the rumors fly. Everybody talks about everybody. One of the main characters is a novelist, but she is kind of in a big writer's block. She doesn't know what to write about. And her best friend, the other woman, starts having an extramarital affair. So then she decides that she is going to start writing her book kind of about that, even though it was just because it was the easiest thing that she could kind of write about. So things happen, things ensue, and I thought it was really good. Just could have been tied up a little tighter at the end, but overall, Ellen Hildebrand, I love her. Though the exclusive bonus chapter from Target, I think it's the very end, it's the extra epilogue, and I didn't really enjoy it. It didn't really sound like Ellen Hildebrand's writing style. It was very weird. I didn't really care for it. And then the other books before I left, I really don't have a specific order to. I don't remember the order that I read them in. So the book I do remember was the last book before vacation, and I wanted to squeeze one more book in, possibly, but, if I didn't finish it, I didn't want it to be a problem. So I decided to reread Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. This is the second book in the Harry Potter series. Come on. I figured, because if I didn't finish it, at least, it's one of those books that I could always pick up, and I always know where the storyline is going anyways. And I ended up finishing it, so that wasn't a problem, and obviously Harry Potter, 5 stars. I was, like I said, trying to, cram in as many books before vacation as I could, so before that I had read Towards Zero by Agatha Christie, and this is my... Hold on. 3rd Agatha Christie book? Or 4th? I think it's my 3rd. And I really enjoyed this one. I believe I gave this one 4 stars. Hold on, let me check my Goodreads. I totally forgot. I'm blanking. Sorry for this delay. Jeez Louise. There's hair on my finger. Yeah, I did. I gave this one 4 stars, and I really enjoyed it. It's about this, small town, and, everybody is kind of congregating there for the summer, for this woman, this man is, kind of like their son, but not really. But so he's coming to visit, but his ex-wife is also coming to visit, and he's remarried. So like all these people are coming, and obviously there's a murder, and they need to figure out who did it. But the cool thing about this one is the fact that the murder doesn't happen kind of until you're almost over halfway through. So it's kind of like you have all this buildup of a story, because one of the things about this book is it kind of explains, like, you don't want to start with the murder. You want to start off with the build-up beforehand, and you want to get everybody's background story before you get the murder. You don't want the murder on, like, the first page. So it was pretty interesting, and I gave it 4 stars. I liked the fact that it was kind of a build-up before the murder, but at the same time, I felt like there was a little too much build-up before the murder, which is why I gave it 4 stars. I also read Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella. I was really hesitant going into this book. I read The Confession of a Shopaholic like a year ago, and I hated that book. Like, when everybody was doing that 5 characters I want to drown video, that character was one of the ones that I would have drowned, because I hated her to pieces. So I was so scared that I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this one, and it was so good. I also gave this one 4 stars. It's about this girl. She goes on a flight, and she's so nervous. She doesn't like flying, so she's a little drunk, and she is next to this guy, and she just tells him everything. She tells him all of her secrets, all of her deep, dark secrets, like how she feeds her coworkers plant orange juice, how she's lied to her boyfriend, how she feels like she doesn't really like jazz, but she tells him she likes jazz, but all these awful secrets about her past, because he's a stranger. You're never going to see him again, right? Wrong. Turns out he is now, like, the owner of, like, her company that she works at. So she meets him again, and things ensue, romance, obviously, and it was just a really fun read, and I thought it was really cute, and I gave it 4 stars. Now this one is going to come as a shock to the fact that I liked this book a lot. I think I also gave this one, I also gave this one 4 stars. I read this one in one sitting. Like, I did not see this coming. I read Landline by Rainbow Rowell, and I liked it, which is funny because I was really over giving Rainbow Rowell a chance. Fangirl, didn't like. Eleanor and Park, didn't like. The little short story and My True Love Gave to Me, did not like. Was so scared to go into this one, and I really enjoyed it. I'm thinking my thing is that I just really like her adult books, maybe. Maybe it's just I can't handle her as a YA author, which is totally fine. And like it was enough to the point where I want to buy a physical copy of this book, like the finished copy with like the pink spine and everything. I did find it at Books A Million on vacation for like $7, and I was very tempted to pick it up, but I decided not to. I'm waiting on it. And I really liked this book. It's about a woman, and she's having kind of a rocky relationship with her husband, and he goes away on like a vacation and takes the kids, and she doesn't go with him. And she ends up going back home, and she gets on her landline phone and starts talking to her her husband, like in the past before they were married. So, really cool. Again, the one thing I think I don't like about Rainbow Rowell is her characters are so stupid, where like, why are you living your life like this? You're an idiot. I don't know. I did find the ending predictable. I saw it coming like a mile away, but it was still really good. And the last book I have to wrap you up on is my last book of the Rainbow-a-thon readathon. I did finish my Indigo book, and that was Plus One by Elizabeth Fama. I gave this book 2 stars. 1.5, I think, maybe. It was really boring. I did not like it at all. It is a standalone as of right now. I think it's got a novella with it, and now she's kind of thinking about writing a second book because people want a second book. I really didn't like it. It's about this this world where there's people that are split into days and nights. So they are either like, you either live where you can come out in the daytime or you live where you can come out at nighttime. And it follows a character who can only come out at nighttime, and she lives with her grandfather who's dying. And all this talking is making me cough now. And she goes to steal her newborn niece so her grandfather can hold the baby before he dies. Because her brother now is a day person. I'm sorry, I'm like losing my voice right now. So all this stuff ensues, and it was just really boring, and the ending was really stupid. I don't remember how this ends specifically because it's been like 2 weeks since I read it, but it was really stupid, and I hated the ending. I hated this whole book. Let's just say that. I just felt like this book had no point, and I just didn't get it. Like, I went into it completely blind. I wish I read the synopsis, because if I read the synopsis, I probably wouldn't have read it. Didn't understand the world. Wasn't built very well. Wasn't explained very well. I don't understand why there's day and night life still. I don't know. I'm sorry that I went from really energetic to really down. My voice is starting to go again. But you will see another video too at some point, probably today or tomorrow, because I'm going